haven't done a great song, Terrible Message, in a while. So I felt like it was time to do one. I still find it hard to believe that this album didn't get any Grammys, but at the same time, maybe that's why Rihanna is punishing the world by not putting out any new projects. I'm just being serious. Like it's been too long and she hasn't put out any projects. I remember that year I was so shocked that she didn't win any Grammys because that album was absolutely phenomenal. She had some big records on there. And this is actually one of my favorite records that was on the album. It's called Love on the Brain. And this is a lyrical breakdown. So she starts by saying, "You got me like, oh, you got me like, oh. You got me crying, screaming, anxious, worried, confused, hopeless. What you want from me? What you want from me?" She seems clueless, desperate, like she's running out of ways to keep him and keep his attention. And I tried to buy you pretty hard, the price too high. I tried to do what I felt it would take to keep you happy, but I don't know what that is. She's asking, "What do you want from me?" But truthfully, she knows what he wants. She just can't give it to him, possibly for a number of reasons. And we also can't skip over the fact of something that's very important, and that's that you can't buy love. Love isn't for sale. Love isn't something that you can just buy. I don't care what Meek Mill said, anybody want to buy a heart. I don't care what K. Michelle said, anybody want to buy a heart. If their love is for sale, it's not worth anything. Love is priceless. When it's worth something, a value, it's priceless. You can't buy love. She can't buy his love. No matter how many times she may try to manipulate the situation, no matter how many times she may try to do things to force him to stay with her, she can't force his feelings for her to grow. You just can't. The thing that he may be requiring of her may consist of her basically selling her soul to him or becoming completely different, like a completely different person, which I'm sure she would be willing to do, but it still won't work. She says, "I tried to buy your heart, but the price is too high." Makes me feel like she has no idea what to do to get him to love her. She's completely clueless. The price to buy his heart would mean that she would need to have a higher caliber of love in order to get him to love her back. But she doesn't, because she is so low vibrational, which we will get to later in the breakdown of this song. And then she calls his heart pretty. So that means that it's very appealing to her. Probably the best love that she's had thus far. Sadly, this is the best she's had a man treat her thus far. Other men probably treat her much worse, so it's kind of sad. And honestly, that's unfortunate because as the song goes on, it sounds like she's getting crumbs from this man. She is getting crumbs. The price is too high, and it's always going to be too high, at least for her, because he doesn't really want her. If there is nothing that she can do to get him emotionally, it's because he doesn't want to be got by her emotionally, and he can't hide it. It's got her so bothered. We see this all the time. If a guy really likes a girl, he'll move the goalposts for her, right? And vice versa. When we really like a guy, when a girl really likes a guy, she will collect red flags like she's playing flag football, like she's the flag football champion, right? Baby, you got me. Like, oh. She's still crying, y'all. She's crying. She's screaming. She's anxious. She's worried now. Time is going on. She's still continuing to feel this way. It's more intense. You know, she's growing desperate. The desperation is growing more intense. You love when I fall apart. You love seeing the effect you have on me. You love when I cry over you. You love when I show weakness for you. You love when I show you how much I love you. It makes you feel empowered. But her love is fueled by manipulation, sadness, and toxicity. And he is probably thinking, this girl is really a fool for me. And she goes on to say, so you can put me together. So you can put me together. Throw me against the wall. So you can put me together. You build me back up with sweet words. You know, hugs, affection, kisses. You want something out of me. I know you do. Hugs, affection, attention, sexual pleasures. And all the things you know that I truly want from you. Simply because it's a power trip for you. And you want to see if it still works. He is a manipulator. She says, and you throw me against the wall. You throw me against the wall because the facade never lasts for long. Because it's not genuine. It's forced. You really can't stomach me for very long. The acting always wears off. And you throw me against the wall to tear me down when you see fit. And you make me feel insecure, small, low. You love the control you have over me and my mental state. You know how bad I want you and I want this to work. And your ability to give me happiness and also take it away. You love that. Which means that this never stops. And in turn, it makes me foolish for staying and accepting fake apologies. Baby, you got me. Like, oh. I mean, she just keep crying, y'all. She just keep crying. She's so sad. I almost say Rihanna. This woman is so sad. Whoever wrote this song. She's so sad. I'm crying even more. The low vibrational feelings are intensifying. Don't you stop loving me. Don't stop giving me the little bit of love you do give. The affection, the time, the attention, the sex, because it makes me feel like I have you, even if it's just a little. And if you stop giving me these things, then I will know that I'm losing you even more. Don't quit loving me. Don't cut me off for good. Don't quit. Don't cut me off for good. Please, please don't do that. Just start loving me. I feel like her saying these words was very significant. It was like almost her admitting to herself he never really loved her. She never really felt love from him. She's saying it like she's casting a spell, like this is what she wants to manifest, and she is trying to convince herself this is love, but she's delusional. Don't quit loving me. Just start loving me. Don't stop loving me. You feel me? This woman is sad. And babe, I'm fist fighting with fire just to get close to you. This is where that toxic stuff come in heavy right here. At this point, she is starting fights with him on purpose, either verbally agitating him or just downright putting her hands on this man just to get an emotional response from him. Even though it's negative, that part to her isn't important because she's so low vibrational. It's like dealing with a demon. She just likes the fact that she's getting some type of emotional response from him, because in her mind, if he is giving her any type of emotional reaction, whether negative or positive, that means in her twisted toxic mind, he must care. Ain't that crazy? Because if he didn't care, he wouldn't fight her back. He wouldn't raise his voice. He just wouldn't play into her games every time she initiates the toxicity. Instead, he would choose not to react. For example, when she swings on him, he would walk not just out the door, but out her life for good. But the fact that she is calling him fire and saying that she is fist fighting with fire means that he's just as passionate as her, but in the worst way. This love is toxic. It's toxic, manipulative, and it's abusive. This is not a sweet love. This is a match made in hell. Like, this song, if at first glance it seems like this song is just like a passionate love, but it's really not. It's more like some type of God-given punishment. It's like she is saying, I need you to know that I am hurting myself. She's fist fighting with fire, y'all. I am hurting myself just to get close to you. That has to mean something to you, right? I'm hurting myself just to get close to you. It's got to mean something. You can't see how passionate I am? Crazy, right? Ain't that crazy? It just sounds manipulative, right? You can't see how passionate I am about you? That's like when men beat on their wives and then they say, I wouldn't beat you if I didn't care. I fight with you because I care. No, you fight with me because you you need to heal. And you don't know how to control your emotions and use your words, so you become a tyrant. But I digress. So I'm fist fighting with fire. I'm putting myself through something that is extremely uncomfortable. That's how much I love you. This girl is toxic. Look what I'm doing for you. I'm saying this out loud in case you can't see for yourself that I am in a lot of pain. Can you tell I'm in a lot of pain? You putting me through a lot of pain. You making me hit you. Because I know you really don't love me. Just by everything I have tried to do to force you to love me. She describes his rage as fire. And fire destroys things when it's in an excessive amount, you know. She means this figuratively and physically, possibly, you know. A wise man once told me, if you gotta beat him, you don't need him. So she goes on to say, can we burn some, babe? Babe, I'm fist fighting with fire just to get close to you. Can we burn some, babe? Can we burn some? That's her telling herself, if we took this shot of liquor, if we roll this blunt, if we pop this pill, you know, then he would be happier with me again. But that's not reality. But it is true that the only time that we really get along with each other and that there is a little bit of peace in our connection is when we are high on whatever drug or drinking, you know, whatever. Pick your poison. This is the sad truth. Being under the influence in this relationship is the only time they can truly tolerate each other. It's heartbreaking, really. That means that this relationship is not something that is bearable or sustainable. It sounds like they would just drag each other to hell. It doesn't seem like they are compatible at all. If they can't be together sober, you're not compatible. It's never gonna work. We gotta be possessed by demons just to be in each other's presence. We gotta pop a pill. We gotta take shots. We gotta possess ourselves with demons just to tolerate each other. What? Crazy work. And now I run for miles just to get a taste. Here come y'all. We're finna go into the hook. I run for miles just to get a taste. That means I'll do the most just so you can breadcrumb me. whatever it takes, just to get not even a piece of you, but the small minimal effort that you are willing to give me, because you know that I will still stick around anyway, because I'm afraid to lose you. So it doesn't matter if you don't give me any more effort. It's not like you're gonna lose me. I'll come to you wherever you're at. Whatever time you want me to come to you, I'll be your booty call. Just to get a taste of you. Not even to have you, but just a little taste of you. Just be good to me, you know. She sounds like a addict, like a woman that is willing to take whatever this man wants to give her. She just wants his attention and validation that bad. She's literally selling her soul to him, you know, if you think about it. So there go the hook. Must be love on the brain that's got me feeling this way. It's really my song. It's toxic, but it's really my song. Must be love on the brain that's got me feeling this way. Whatever kind of upbringing that she had, and even her past relationships that she obviously didn't heal from, let alone learn anything from, pretty much taught her that this is love. But it's not. It's not love. This is the furthest thing from love, y'all. What it is, though, is a trauma bond. That's why it hurts so bad and is extremely dissatisfying. To be honest, they need to let each other go. They need to let each other go before they hurt each other and they can't come back from it, you know. But the sad truth about it is that one of them thinks that if that's what it takes, they are willing to take it to the furthest extent to keep the other one with them. And that is the person that is the most broken. That truly is admitting to themselves that they don't love the other person, because they are willing to see them hurt with them than to see them walk away from them. It's so pathetic. There's a difference between a healthy love and an unhealthy love. A healthy love speaks life into you, supports you, it uplifts you, you know. It uplifts you when you're down. It pushes you to grow past your comfort zone so you can be better. In an unhealthy love, it exhibits manipulation, abuse, lies, addiction. It plays the victim. Poor me. It's chaotic. It triggers you. It makes you feel anxious. It makes you feel restless. The type of love that you accept as a person says a lot about how you value yourself. It says a lot about your self-esteem. And some people are willing to take it because they feel that this is what they deserve. Because if they didn't, they would move mountains to change this dynamic. They would find it unbearable to be in the presence of a toxic, mentally unstable person. Unbearable to accept something that is less than what they are worth. They would never settle for toxicity, because the peace that they feel without that toxic person is priceless. Only two can walk together lest they be in agreement, right? Ain't that what they say? So they both are obviously low vibrational. They're in agreement. They both feel like this is an acceptable love. There's this book called The Four Agreements, and I want to read you guys an excerpt from this book. This book is so fire, y'all. I'm on my second time reading this book. I really love it. It's called the Four Agreements. You should look it up. So this is an excerpt from the book, The Four Agreements. In your whole life, nobody has ever abused you more than you have abused yourself. And the limit of your self-abuse is exactly the limit that you will tolerate from someone else. If someone abuses you a little bit more than you abuse yourself, you'll probably walk away from that person. But if someone abuses you a little bit less than you abuse yourself, you will probably stay in that relationship and tolerate it endlessly. If you abuse yourself very badly, you can even tolerate someone who beats you up, humiliates you, and treats you like dirt. Why? Because in your belief system, you say, I deserve it. This person is doing me a favor by being with me. I'm not worth love and respect. I'm not good enough to have the need to be accepted and be loved by others. The more self-love we have, the less we will experience self-abuse. Self-abuse comes from self-rejection. Rejection comes from having an image of what it means to be perfect and never measuring up to the idea of our image of perfection. That's the reason we reject ourselves. It is why we don't accept ourselves the way we are, and why we don't accept others the way they are. It's a really good book. If anybody wants to listen to the audiobook version of it, I'm gonna leave it in the description so you can check it out. But it's a really good book. I'm on my second time reading it. I just really wanted y'all to hear that. It beats me black and blue, but it F's me so good and I can't get enough. She sound like an addict. Must be love on the brain. Must be love on the brain. It's like she is diagnosing herself. This is my definition of love. Like I said, with the book excerpt. Because of what life has shown her, be it my childhood and my upbringing, what I saw from my parents and family, relatives, neighbors, whoever raised her, whatever village that was, showed her that this is what love is. This is how someone acts when they truly love you. They go toe to toe with you. They fight with you in the worst ways. Hell, love hurts. Love is toxic. That is what she is saying and describing. Sometimes love doesn't love you back. Must be love on the brain. And it keeps cursing my name. That is terrible. Fix it, Jesus. And it keeps cursing my name. No matter what I do, I'm no good without you. And I can't get enough. It seems like she doesn't know her worth. I mean, it's obvious that she doesn't know her worth. Like, what you mean you no good without him? Girl, you better tighten up. Stand up. Yo, you better tighten up. Ladies, you are never supposed to lose yourself in a man. And vice versa, gentlemen. Men, you are never supposed to lose yourself in a woman. If you allow someone to be your source of happiness, that's the same person that will be the reason that you want to unalive yourself. Don't let that happen. You have to think like this. Whether they are here or not, you are still going to be whole. I am still going to be happy. My world will not end. My happiness did not come from their presence in my life. My happiness comes from me. It comes from within. That way, nobody can ever take your happiness away from you. Maybe temporarily, but you can always get it back because your happiness comes from you. And if and when they decide to exit your life, you have to love yourself more than they did. Always. You have to see the value in yourself that they could not see until weeks, months, years later, once you're gone. That's the type of stuff you understand when you know your worth. You have to think to yourself, yes, I love you, but I love myself so much more. And you have to have confidence to understand that if someone wants to leave your life, You have to let them leave. Everybody got free will. Never take somebody's free will away from them. Someone wants to leave your life, let them leave. Don't you dare beg. Don't you dare beg them to stay. Don't you pull on their leg. Don't you go looking desperate. Don't you manipulate the situation, trying to trap them. Don't try to trap them with no baby. Don't try to keep them from leaving. Don't scream. Don't throw things. Don't fight them. Don't stalk them. Don't force someone to see your worth. You have to let them see that there is no one like you. You feel me? You will try for the rest of your days, but you will never replace me. You will never find me in another woman. And that's the type of confidence that you have to have. You understand? And let them walk. And let them see for themselves. There is no one like you. Say it to yourself. There is no one like me. You messing with a heavyweight. You messing with a heavyweight. And they'll be back, you know. They'll be back. They always come back. They always come back. It may not be in a week. It may not be in a month. It may even take years. But they always come back, y'all. Because what they're going to do is they're going to say to themselves, wow, when was the last time I had peace? When was the last time that I was happy? When was the last time I felt love? And they're going to see your face if you gave them all those things, you know. That's a lesson for my young men and women out there. Don't you ever chase nobody. Somebody want to leave your life, you let them go. We don't do no chasing. But in this case, with this young lady in this song, Lord Jesus. It's not funny. With a person like her that is like I said, low vibrational, that's being manipulative, toxic, and is in a pathetic state, this man probably wouldn't come back to a woman like her unless he is extremely low vibrational. He wouldn't come back to a woman that's starting fights with him for no reason, that is so insecure, has low self-worth, you know, begging for love from him. Like, ew, girl, let him chase you. But she's been so toxic. She has no leverage, you know, because of her level of toxicity that she's exuded. She has bad credit with him because of her behavior and how she has turned him off with all the toxicity and begging and low self-worth and low self-esteem that she's exuded. So if she left, he probably wouldn't chase her at all. You know, he'd probably feel like a burden has been lifted. And that is the reason why she is begging him to stay and wanting him to start loving her so desperately. But on top of that, she sounds like a drug addict going through the withdrawals of him, saying, no matter what I do, I'm no good without you and I can't get enough. She's basically admitting to herself that she is always going to come back to this toxic trauma bond. She doesn't want to get out of this toxic trauma bond. I think for a lot of people, the reason why they put up with toxic relationships is because they never had a better love. You know, they never had a better love. That's why they put up with it. Because once a person has had a better love, and, you know, say they go back to something like this, say they go back to something toxic, they will find it unbearable to be in a situation like that. They will get out because they know what it feels like to have a better love, a healthy love, a peaceful love. They wouldn't be able to be in a relationship like this. It's not possible. It will literally feel like a living hell. You know, they would know what it feels like to have peace and have genuine love. Not the kind of love where you got to be intoxicated or under the influence just to be in a person's presence without arguing with them or looking at them with disgust. That's what I call forcing it. You're forcing it. Must be love on a break. Once again, she's trying to convince herself that this is love. It must be. She says it must be. It must be love on the brain. And she has to convince herself of this, right? Because she doesn't want to walk away. She doesn't want to lose him, even though everything is telling her that they just don't fit. Once again, she is begging him to love her because she doesn't feel it from him. And she needs love, his love. And so she thinks, and she only feels love, or so she thinks, and she only feels love from him when they are sexual, when he is using her for her body. Baby, keep loving me, just love me. All you need to do is love me. Oh my God. She is so sad at this point. Her emotional state is just in the gutter. And the desperation is high. She sounds like a drug fiend looking for her next hit. But they short on change, you know. She is desperate for this man's love, even though it is a toxic, breadcrumbing love. Just don't stop loving me, she says. I want you to start loving me, she says. That's because she's still questioning if he does. She says, don't stop loving me. If I'm asking for too much, don't stop giving me the little crumbs that you are giving me. Don't stop giving me this toxic love that you are giving me. Just keep loving me. Remain attached to me. Keep giving me whatever you are able to give, because I am that desperate for you not to leave. She has some self-worth issues. She has some self-esteem issues. She's very low vibrational. She's willing to accept these breadcrumbs from him. She exudes low self-worth. Got me like, oh my goodness. You got me like, oh. She said, I'm tired of being played like a violin. She's admitting to herself that he has control over her. I got mind control over people. You feel me? He plays her like a violin. He's playing games with her. Playing games with her heart. He's not being serious about her. And this got her crying. This got her tight. She is being played left and right by him because he knows that he won't lose her. So he probably talking to other women, embarrassing her, ignoring her needs, and not labeling their relationship. And clearly there is some physical abuse, but he knows that he can do these things because she isn't going anywhere. So there's no reason for him to be a better man for her, because she'll accept this unevolved, unhealed version of him the way that he is right now. So why should he do any more work? It ain't like he gonna lose her. What do I gotta do to get into your mother effing heart? She's saying it clear right now what she wants. What I gotta do to get into your heart, baby? Like, see, she knows he doesn't love her. Just based off that statement alone. Like, she know he don't love her. This woman screams desperation. I mean, I can't say it enough. She's desperately wanting to keep this man and to gain more of this man than she already has. She may have him physically, but she knows that she does not have his heart. She knows that she does not have him emotionally. She may have him sexually, but no matter how many times that she may give her body to him, no matter how many times that she may relieve him sexually, she can't seem to get him to become attached to her emotionally because their connection is off. It's just not meant to be. And she needs to be careful because if she not, she may end up losing the only part of him that she has, which is his sexual desire, because if she continues to go down this toxic path with him and continues to make herself undesirable to him, arguing with him, putting her hands on him, acting desperate, and like showing him how low her self-esteem is, his body will begin to reject her. He'll end up not even being able to become sexually aroused by the thought of her, looking at her presence. He will become repulsed by the smell of this woman. The sound of her voice will bring on a headache in him. You feel me? Because mentally he's just checked out. So she got to be careful. He's mentally drained. He's mentally exhausted from the baggage of her, that he can't even bring himself to become aroused from sexual interactions with her. It's sad. It can get that way. It can get real sad if she's not careful. If it gets to that point though, what does he need her for, right? You can't even do that. That was the only thing I was keeping you around for. I don't want you emotionally, I was just using you for your body, so he ain't even gonna need her to be around at that point. But yeah, y'all, I love this category on my channel because yes, there are a lot of songs that are blatantly honest and they blatantly admit that they are being toxic. There's so many songs that are pretending to be healthy, passionate love songs, but they're just pretenders. They're not the real thing. And even though this is a great song, this is a terrible message. So yeah, this song's pretty toxic. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, check out this next one.